clearly that's not going to solve racism, right? So without clearly stated aims, as Stephen A. and others have pointed out, including some players when they meet, we need to have a plan. We need to have, because if every time something happens, we shut down, we won't be able to play, since something else is sure to happen. What would you, and yet I liked what the Bucks did in the end. I wouldn't have recommended it ahead of time, but when it happened, I thought, no, that felt right. They didn't feel right doing it, and it refocused everyone's attention on how serious this is. What would your answer be to the question if they eventually do shut it down again, or there's some other form of protest? Without clearly defined aims, surely there will be another incidence of police brutality. Even if things get better in a large country with lots of police forces and crime, you will find misbehavior among some. What would your message be to those who say, okay, so what are you going to do when that happens? Because that's clearly going to happen again.
We are currently working right now to answer that question and to fill that gap in terms of bringing everyone together around policy. And when I say we are working, that's Malcolm Brogdon, who has a master's degree in policy from Virginia, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and also Senior Vice President of the U.S. Chamber, Rick Wade, who has joined us. And we have reached out to football, baseball, hockey, all sports and entertainment, to form a coalition that comes together and speak to policy. How do we make and change policy in the United States? We'll be talking to some of the foremost leaders in the policy arena, and we will be announcing our next steps probably in the next 2 to 3 days in terms of what our initiatives are. But give Malcolm Brogdon a lot of credit because he's studied in policy, he's educated, his life experiences, and this is where we all come from. We come from participation, our observation, that gives us education. So the masters that he holds in policy is why we chose him to be the leader in this aspect of the next steps of what goes on here in America, when we move from protests to policy. And Malcolm is the one to lead us in this space because he is educated in policy.
That is an incredible, incredible choice because Malcolm Brogdon is a brilliant young brother, Max. I'm here to tell you he's a brilliant young brother. So that's a great, great choice. Having said all of that, Isiah, my question to you would be this. How do you feel about the role that the NBA itself, meaning league owners and the league office, have played in assisting the players on their mission to bring attention to certain things? And what role do you think they need to play moving forward?
So I'll be talking to, as all of you know, Jim Dolan is a personal friend of mine, and he and I will be talking this afternoon about how we can bring owners, players, everyone together to help assist us, the classified Black American in the United States, to assist us in helping us overcome the systemic racism that we're faced with. And I also would include my Jewish brothers and sisters in this who have also been attacked in this country. So we all will collectively come together and speak about how we can end systemic racism. But the first thing we got to do is we got to educate and understand the system that we are living up under, and how can we all be treated as human beings first, Americans second, and in these classifications of black, white, blue, green, that gets access to certain privileges based on your skin color. I'm going to say that again. You get access to certain privileges purely based on your skin color. All of us in America know that is wrong. However, the system that we live under, that is embedded in our governmental system, we're trying to figure out how we uproot that and also make it better so everyone can have a chance at the American dream.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.